A woman just exposed a truth that has been hidden from you for years. What she revealed will change everything you thought you knew about your life. This secret has been kept from millions of people like you. Powerful forces work day and night to make sure you never found out. They spent huge amounts of money to keep this buried. But one brave woman decided enough was enough. She risked everything to bring this truth to light. The moment she spoke up, everything changed. What she revealed will shock you. It will also set you free for decades. This truth has been locked away in secret rooms and hidden files. The people who knew about it made sure it never reached you. They understood that if you knew this information, their power over you would end. This is not some small secret. This is something that affects every single day of your life. It explains why certain things keep happening to you. It shows why you sometimes feel like something is missing or wrong. The woman who exposed this knew the risks. She knew they would try to stop her. She knew they would attack her reputation and try to make people think she was lying. But she also knew that keeping this truth hidden was destroying lives, including yours. She decided your right to know was more important than her safety. Like this video right now to unlock the full revelation. She died to share. Her name was kept secret for good reasons. She worked inside the system for over 20 years. People in high places trusted her with their most sensitive information. She had access to files that most people never even knew existed. She was not looking for trouble. She was just doing her job when she stumbled across something that made her blood run cold. Hidden in plain sight was evidence of something so big that it changed how she saw everything. At first, she thought it was a mistake. She went back and checked again and again. But every time she looked, the truth became clearer. What she found was real. What she found was devastating. The moment she realized what this meant for people like you, her hands started shaking. She knew she was looking at something that would destroy the lives of those who had kept it hidden. She also knew it would save the lives of millions who had been living in darkness. For weeks, she could not sleep. She carried this burden alone. She knew that once she spoke up, there would be no going back. Her life would never be the same. Type truth now to continue receiving the information she gave her life to protect. What she found was a pattern that had been hidden for generations, a system designed to keep you confused about your own power and potential. Evidence that showed how your struggles were not accidents, but carefully planned results. She discovered that things you blamed yourself for were actually done to you on purpose. The failures you thought were your fault were part of a bigger plan. The obstacles that seemed to appear randomly in your life were placed there deliberately. The documents she found showed exactly how the system worked. They revealed the methods used to keep you from reaching your full potential. They explained why certain opportunities never came your way. They showed why some people seemed to get lucky while you did not. She found proof that your intuition was right all along. Those feelings that something was not fair were correct. Those moments when you sensed someone was lying to you were accurate. Your inner voice was telling you the truth, but you were trained to ignore it. The evidence was overwhelming. Page after page of plans and strategies designed to keep you small. Methods to make you doubt yourself. Techniques to make you feel grateful for less than you deserved. She knew this information would change everything for people like you. The moment she started asking questions, they knew she was dangerous. Phone calls were made. Meetings were held. Plans were put in place to stop her before she could share what she knew. First, they tried to convince her she was wrong. They brought in experts to tell her the documents meant something else. They offered explanations that sounded reasonable but felt empty. They hoped she would doubt herself and walk away. When that did not work, they tried to scare her. Strange things started happening around her home. Her car had mysterious problems. People followed her when she went out. Messages were left that made it clear she was being watched. They offered her money to stay quiet. Large amounts of money. They promised her promotions and better positions. They dangled everything they thought she wanted in front of her, but she remembered your face. She thought about all the people living with the effects of this hidden truth. She knew that no amount of money was worth keeping this secret, so she started making copies of everything. She had evidence in places they could never find. She prepared for the day when she would have to speak up, knowing they would try to destroy her. If you want to support brave truth tellers like her, you can give super thanks of $5, $10, $20, or more. Every donation helps protect whistleblowers. They wanted you to believe that feeling unfulfilled was just part of life. They needed you to accept that some people get lucky while others do not. But she proved that none of this was natural. Your difficulties were manufactured. Your limitations were artificial. The ceiling you kept hitting was built specifically to stop you from rising higher. She found evidence that you have abilities you never knew existed, talents that were deliberately suppressed, opportunities that were blocked before you could even see them, resources that were hidden from you while being given freely to others. The most shocking part was learning how long this had been going on. Generation after generation of people like you had lived and died without knowing their true potential. Entire families had accepted limitations that were never real. Now you know the truth. Now you can see the invisible barriers that have been holding you back. Now you can start to break free. Type awaken now to receive the next level of truth. She sacrificed everything to reveal. When she finally went public, she came prepared. She had photographs of secret documents. She had recordings of private conversations. She had emails between powerful people discussing how to keep this information away from you. The evidence was so strong that even her enemies could not deny it. Meeting notes that described you as a threat if you ever learned the truth. Budget reports showing millions spent on keeping you confused and distracted. Training manuals that taught others how to manipulate your emotions and decisions. She had proof of the exact methods they used against you. Scripts they followed when talking to people like you. Psychological techniques designed to make you doubt your own experiences. Step by step plans to redirect your energy away from what would truly help you. The moment she presented this evidence, panic spread through their ranks. Emergency meetings were called. Damage control teams were assembled. They knew their secret was out, and there was no way to put it back. News outlets tried to ignore her at first. Social media platforms attempted to limit her reach, but the truth was too powerful to contain. People started sharing her message faster than they could stop it. The reaction from those who had kept this hidden proved she was right. They're desperate. Attempts to silence her only made more people pay attention to what she had to say. Now that you know this truth, you can see the patterns that have been controlling your life. You can recognize when someone is trying to use these old methods on you. You can spot the traps before you fall into them. This knowledge gives you power you never had before. You can make decisions based on what you actually want instead of what they programmed you to want. You can choose paths that lead to real fulfillment instead of artificial satisfaction. The confusion that has followed you for years starts to clear when you understand how it was created. The self-doubt that held you back loses its power when you realize it was planted there on purpose. The fear that stopped you from taking risks fades when you see how it was manufactured. You can now trust your instincts again. That inner voice that always seemed to guide you toward truth was right all along. The feelings that told you something was wrong were accurate. Your natural wisdom was trying to protect you from this system. With this truth, you become dangerous. To those who want to keep others in darkness, You can help other people see what you now see. You can share this knowledge and help break the cycle that has trapped so many for so long. Type freedom now to fully integrate this truth and unlock your true potential moving forward. After exposing this truth, her life changed completely. She could no longer work in the system that had employed her for decades. The people who once trusted her with secrets now saw her as their biggest threat. But something amazing happened. People from all over the world started reaching out to thank her. They told her how this truth had changed their lives. They shared stories of breakthroughs they never thought possible. They described the freedom they felt after years of confusion. She went from being an insider with access to secrets to being an outsider with a mission to help others. The comfortable life she had built was gone, but she gained something more valuable. She gained the knowledge that she had made a difference. They still try to discredit her. They spread lies about her motives. They question her mental state. They do everything they can to make people doubt her message. But the truth she revealed keeps spreading. Every person who learns what she discovered becomes a carrier of this knowledge. The system that once seemed so powerful grows weaker every day as more people wake up to what has been done to them. Support the truth telling movement by giving super thanks of $5, $10, $20 or more. Your contribution helps protect brave individuals like her who risk everything to bring you life-changing information. Every donation strengthens the network of people fighting for your right to know. Her revelation was not an isolated event. It was part of a larger awakening happening around the world. More whistleblowers are coming forward. More secrets are being exposed. More people are refusing to accept the old lies. This truth connects to patterns you can see everywhere once you know what to look for. The same methods used to control you individually are being used to control entire communities. The same techniques that kept you confused are being applied on a massive scale. But awareness is spreading faster than they can contain it. People are sharing information in ways that cannot be stopped. They are connecting with others who have had similar experiences. They are building networks that operate outside the old system. The transformation is already underway. You are part of a generation that will not accept being kept in the dark. You are part of a movement that demands truth over comfort. You are part of a change that will affect generations to come. What started with one woman's courage to speak up has become a wave of awakening that grows stronger every day. The system that once seemed unbeatable is crumbling as more people learn the truth she died to share. Type Unite now to join the community of truth knowers and seal your commitment to this awakening movement. You now carry the same responsibility she accepted when she first discovered this truth. You have information that could change other people's lives. You have knowledge that could free others from the same confusion you experienced. This does not mean you have to risk everything like she did, but it does mean you can share this truth in your own way. You can help others recognize the patterns in their own lives. You can point them toward the freedom you have found. Every person who learns what you now know makes the old system weaker. Every individual who breaks free makes it easier for others to do the same. Your awakening creates ripples that spread far beyond what you can see. The woman who exposed this truth believed that people like you would use this knowledge wisely. She trusted that you would not keep it to yourself, but would find ways to help others discover their own power and potential. The truth she exposed has set you free from limitations that were never real. You now see the invisible barriers that held you back. You understand the source of confusion that clouded your judgment. You recognize the artificial obstacles that blocked your path. Her courage gave you the gift of clarity. Her sacrifice provided you with knowledge that changes everything. Her determination to speak up despite the risks has opened doors you never knew existed. The system that once controlled you has lost its power over your life. You are awake. You are aware. You are free. Type truth lives to honor her sacrifice and commit to carrying this knowledge forward with courage.